Ardipithecus ramidus, Ardi. Ardi was nicknamed for a partial Ardipithecus ramidus skeleton that was believed to be female. She has been dated at around 4.4 million years old. Ardi possessed a small cranial cavity compared to that of chimpanzees and has long arms and fingers, and relatively small canine teeth that do not project and sharpen like those in apes. Also, the face is small and in a more vertical position than chimpanzees. Her pelvis and foot exhibit many features characteristic of later bipedal hominids. Like most hominids, but unlike all previously recognized hominins, it had a grasping big toe. Though Ardi walked upright, her foot structure suggests at least a partially arboreal existence in a woodland habitat. Diet may have included nuts, fruit, leaves, tubers, insects, and small mammals. They were probably more omnivorous than chimps based on the size, shape, and enamel of the teeth, and fed both in the trees and on the ground. She weighed about 110 pounds and stood around 3.9 feet tall. Discovered in the 1990s, this is one of the earliest of our hominin ancestors yet discovered. Ardi was the first skeleton of Ardipithecus ramidus to be found. The Ardi skeleton was discovered at Aramis in the arid badlands near the Awash River in Ethiopia in 1994. She is one of more than 100 specimens from the site. Additional fossils that may have belonged to this species have been collected in northern Kenya. In 2005, the remains of 9 individuals were recovered from Asduma in northern Ethiopia. The remains mostly consisted of teeth and jaw fragments, but also some bones from the hands and feet. The discovery of the Ardi skeleton was made by college student Johannes Haley Celesti when he uncovered a partial piece of a hand bone. He was part of a team of scientists led by UC Berkeley anthropologist Tim D. White. The skeleton was in extremely poor condition, and it took the team 15 years to excavate, scan, make virtual reconstruction, assemble, and then analyze. The results of that analysis were hugely significant in terms of how we view the evolution of the earliest hominins and the physical appearance of the last common ancestor of humans and chimpanzees. The skull rests atop the spinal column, indicating the species was bipedal. The cranial base is short from front to back, indicating the head balanced on the top of the spine. It had a mix of features useful for both climbing and walking upright. Its pelvis had a mixture of features that suggested they were bipedal and that the species also spent significant time in trees, similar to Orion tungusus. They had similar cranial sizes as well. This species' position as a direct ancestor of humans is unclear, and scientists are still debating whether it should be placed relative to our direct line. The discoverers think it was ancestral to Australopithecus. It's the only punitive hominin in evidence between 5.8 and 4.4 million years ago, but others do not agree. Even if Ardipithecus ramidus is not in our direct line, it must have been closely related to the direct ancestor and probably similar in appearance and adaptation. It also offers new insights into how we evolved from the common ancestor we share with chimps. Behavioral analysis showed that Ardipithecus could be very similar to those of chimpanzees, indicating that early human ancestors were very much like chimpanzees in behavior. Though there is no evidence for any specific cultural attributes, they may have used simple tools similar to those used by chimpanzees. The sources that I used were australiamuseum.net, Wikipedia, and Britannica.com. Thank you.